First, I would like to thank everyone here from March of Dimes and Community Living for hosting, and I would say my colleague also, Yvonne Baker, for hosting this wonderful reception. Because this is a day worthy of celebration. 2015 marks the 17th International Day of Persons with Disabilities. Ontario stands in solidarity with everyone around the world working to make inclusion, access, and empowerment a fact of life for people of all abilities. At home, we've reached an important milestone this year with the 10th anniversary of an Accessibility for Ontarians with Disabilities Act, or the AODA. This landmark law is transforming communities across Ontario into more inclusive places. It's also promoting a cultural shift, one where accessibility is ingrained in everything we do. We are now at the halfway point of our journey to an accessible province by 2025. Nous avons beaucoup de choses à célébrer. And both the March of Dimes and Community Living do too, because you are accessibility champions. You know how important inclusion is to a strong society and to a dynamic and prosperous economy. Each day, organizations like yours show the world why inclusion matters and why it's working. But to convince more businesses and organizations of these benefits, we need them to take action, to turn the principle of accessibility into a daily practice. Then they'll experience how this is more than a legal obligation. C'est aussi une fabuleuse occasion pour le développement et le renforcement des entreprises et des collectivités locales. Of course, it's one thing to hear this from government, and another to hear it from a colleague or neighbor who can inspire you to do the same. So we want more people to champion accessibility and show others what's possible. This year, in fact, the Association of Municipal Clerks and Treasurers of Ontario, with support from the province, is honoring 101 accessibility champions across Ontario. These are people who work in their own way, according to their own situations, to break down the barriers in their communities. They rally friends, raise funds, and even build ramps, whatever it takes to make their neighborhood accessible. The goal of this award and other recognition program is to inspire people to take action every day to make their community inclusive for everyone. Ontario's new accessibility certification program will make it easier for people to identify accessible businesses and organizations. It will help raise awareness of what accessibility looks like in a marketplace. And it will help us build a culture of inclusion, making accessibility part of daily life. With the AODA's employment standard rolling out in the private sectors next year, we're also working to embed inclusion in Ontario's workplace. That's why we undertook targeted consultation on a new employer-focused employment pilot. J'ai été ravie de diriger ces consultations au nom du ministre du Budget. What excites me about this pilot is the shift in focus. Where other programs have focused on equipping individuals with skills to find a job, integrate into the workplace, or position themselves competitively, this pilot will support employers by connecting them with the talent they need and helping them develop the capacity to put in place inclusive HR practices in the workplace. That will help position their company as a competitive, forward-thinking business. I think this is an important distinction, one that speaks to the cultural shift we're trying to inspire. We know people with disability have the skills and the education they need to participate in the workplace. It is employers who need to adapt, to shift their business practices so they can benefit from the insights and talents by people of all abilities. Finally, what I will say is we want more businesses and citizens to work with us to create an inclusive province for people of all abilities. I thank you very much for being here today, and I look forward, hopefully, to see you this afternoon in the House. As the Minister said, it's a more cordial approach, and Minister Dugan will be making a statement. Have a nice day, all.